Well, hello and welcome to the Your Natural Healer channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tammy and welcome to my returning viewers. Hello, good morning, or good afternoon, good evening, whatever the case may be. It's morning here. And we are going to do our tarot reading this morning with our Reiki Hug. But before we get into that, we got to get the housekeeping out of the way. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle while I do the housekeeping. Today I'm displaying this beautiful piece of zebra jasper. Beautiful, isn't it? Love it, but I love my crystals. So anyway, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, if you're new or if you're a returning viewer, if you could please smash that subscribe button, you would do me a great favor, and I would be most appreciative. That YouTube algorithm is real. They look at the number of subscribers, and the watch time. So go ahead, subscribe to anybody that you watch regularly. Turn off the notifications. That doesn't matter. You know, I get it. You don't want your phone blowing up all the day with new video, new video, new video. You know, I get that. So, you can turn off the subscribe button or keep it on if you want to make sure you don't miss any of the content. Choice is yours. So real quick, as far as April specials, the only really April special this month, we had a lot going on last month. And for those of you who are part of the lower chakra healing event, I think it's going phenomenal. I think there's a lot of healing going on. So thank you for signing up for that. But in April, I am going to offer, it's limited slots. I'm only going to offer 10 30-minute distance Reiki session for the root chakra. I am doing this on Earth Day because the root chakra, does grounds us to Mother Earth. So I was like, oh, well, that would be a great thing. So it will be 30 minutes specifically for you. It's not a group thing. It's a one-on-one, first come, first serve as far as time slots. Once it's capped at 10, that is it. All right. So if you want more information on that, you can check it out on yournaturalhealer.com, go under services, and it's going to be the very first service. It says April special. You can also check out my Facebook page, Your Natural Healer. It's pinned on there as well if you'd like more information. But I think that's going to be a really, really great event. And, our root chakra is so vital because it's where we house our, our basic needs, our security, our sense of safety. So just very, 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 very important. So again, please, feel free to sign up. Like I said, once the 10 slots are filled, it could take a day, it might take a week. Once the 10 slots are filled, that's it. That's all I can do in one day. All right. All right, so let me see what else. Housekeeping. Oh, really quickly, I apologize. Last week, put that back on there. Last week, I did not do an episode of Tuesday's Enlightenment or our midweek energy, which we're working on a crystal oracle deck. Things were just chaotic here, so I had to take care of things, and not that you guys are not important, but Tuesday's Enlightenment will be back tomorrow, and I've got some great things coming up. So make sure you don't miss out on that. And I am sitting here crooked because normally I'm centered with my crystal ball, but the shadow was better here. So sorry if you're somebody that, that'll drive you crazy. I know my husband, that would drive him crazy. You weren't centered. Let's see. Other than that, I think that is it. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to draw 3 cards. You're going to use your intuition. You are going to pick one card, either the left, middle, or the right. You're not going to put a lot of thought into it. And then I will give you the reading. Now, if something resonates with you, I want you to take a deep breath in. Place your hand on your heart and say, yes, I claim that. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. Remember, this is a general reading. This is not specific for your energy. So it will happen many times that it will not resonate. So if you are interested in a personal reading, again, you can go to yournaturalhealer.com. Now, the cards will be time stamped. So, for example, if you choose the right card, you don't have to watch the other two. You can go to that. But don't miss the Reiki Hug. The Reiki Hug is 2 minutes of distance Reiki healing, as I am a Reiki master teacher, that I give at the end of the reading. And it is for you for physical, emotional, spiritual, mental, energy healing. So whatever you personally need. So don't shortcut yourself on that and miss out on that. All right, so are we ready to get started this morning? I feel like I'm missing something, but I think that's it. I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in forever, but I mean, we did our reading on Friday, which was so deep. I love those cards, but they do take a lot out of a person because they really make you look at some things. All right, so let's go ahead and move the zebra jasper. Let's get any negativity out. Set the Reiki wand off to the side. All right, guys. Pick a card. Don't think too much into it. Remember, this is time stamped. Don't forget to join in the Reiki Hug. Alrighty, left card, you got the Four of Pentacles. We've gotten this a couple times recently, actually. And what I'm getting with this is, I think there's a lot of spending going on. I think you're focused on wants and not needs. This card is all about examining your relationship with money. And I think that maybe that you're using money a little bit to keep up with the Joneses, possibly to be like, oh, well, look what I have. And, oh, you got a new car. Well, I got a new car. Oh, you bought a brand new TV. I have the new TV. You know what I'm talking about. And you have to ask yourself why. First of all, why do you care what everybody else thinks? The only person that matters is you. So why do you care what everybody else thinks? And so when I say examine your relationship with money, if you find that you are somebody that is constantly buying things because, they're wants, not needs, that it's for appearances, you got to ask yourself why. Really, why are you doing that? Obviously, you're doing it to keep up with or to fit in with those who have those things, but why? Why is their approval so important? Is it maybe that you didn't have these things as a child? Or maybe that it's the only way that you get approval or get the attention that you need. And if so, then we really need to do some deep shadow work here, because there's a reason why. And I would think that as far as like chakras go, I would definitely be interested in seeing what your solar plexus looks like, and definitely your root chakra. Because root chakra has to deal with money. But I think this is more than money, because I think it's coming from a place of self-worth. And if that's the case, that is where that solar plexus chakra comes in. Having a brand new $80,000 car like the Joneses does not make you a better person. It doesn't make you even equal, because you know what? You're already equal. So how is that car or the TV or buying all these things that you really can't afford? Sure, we all want luxuries, and there's nothing wrong with working hard for something and splurging a little. But that's not what this is, and you know that. This is coming from somewhere else. This is not from the heart space. This is all ego. And I don't like to be one to preach. Oops, sorry. I don't like to be one to preach because, you don't want to come across as somebody, well, you're doing this and you're doing that. But you really need to think about it because, are you putting yourself in the financial debt because of this? Because then if that is the case, oh my God, you're going to not only have debt, that's going to cause stress and anxiety, and that can lead to ulcers and headaches and just a multitude of things. And why? So what? Your neighbor has a pool and you don't. I guess that means you'll be spending more time over their house when it's hot. Okay, then you bring the wine or the hot dog buns, Because do you think that they're really going, oh, well, they didn't, look at them, they don't have a swimming pool. Oh my gosh, you peasant. I guarantee you they're not saying that. They're over there enjoying their pool. And you could be enjoying it with them and really having fun and really connecting to people. And people liking you for you. You don't want people to like you because you have a car or you have a TV or you have a pool. That's not friends. You want people to like you for what's in your heart. So all I can say, two things. First of all, get yourself on a budget if you find you're overspending on all this crap that you don't need. But secondly, ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why? Examine that relationship with money. Because trust me, people are going to love you for you. They're not loving you because of the clothes you wear, or how much credit you have on your credit card, or how many cars you drive, or the size of your house or your swimming pool. And if those people only like you for those things, then why do you want them in your life? They're fake. Is that what you want? Fake friends? Life is too short for that. I would rather have one real friend than 10 fake friends. So again, you need to do some introspection on this. You're awesome. You don't need to worry about all that crap. I hate, it's not a bad reading, but I like giving positive stuff. But again, trust me, you're going to be a lot happier if you focus on resolving this. Oops. I had taken my ring off earlier. There we go. You're going to be a lot happier when you have real friends who like you for you. And they probably do like you for you. I think this is all in your head that you're thinking, oh, they, I got to have this for them to like me. They'd like you for you. The question is, why don't you like you for you? All right. Have a great week. See you tomorrow on Tuesday's Enlightenment. All right, middle card. I pulled that really fast. You guys got the Ace of Cups. And this is such a beautiful card. And Aces is all about new beginnings, possibilities, fresh starts, things of that nature. And Cups has to do with emotions. And you're about to be blessed in a very, very wonderful way. Almost like that saying, your cup runneth over. You are going to, now the key though is that you have to open your heart. All right. I think that you're either going to have a new friendship or a new relationship with someone. And it could be somebody you already know. Maybe things have just been kind of rocky lately. And I'm thinking that's on your part because you haven't really opened your heart. for whatever reason. And it may be totally somebody new coming in. But you have to open your heart to allow it, because you're going to be blessed with such a wonderful, wonderful experience, a wonderful friend, a wonderful lover, whichever it is. This is a beautiful, beautiful opportunity. Don't throw it away. You got to trust people. Not everybody's bad. I used to always say, I don't trust anybody. That's not really true. And people have to earn my trust. Well, to an extent, sure. But how are you ever going to let anybody earn your trust if you don't open up your heart and let them in? Or if this is about renewing maybe a friendship that's kind of died off, or a relationship that's died off. What's been your part in that as to why? Because this is all about emotion. What was your part in this? But whether, like I said, whether it's somebody totally new, or if it's somebody that's been, out of your life for a little bit, that's going to come back, open your heart. Because when you open your heart, like I said, you are going to be so blessed. You're going to be filled with love. You're going to be filled with contentment, happiness, just wonderful things, and you're going to experience beautiful things. Why don't you want that? And if you're going, whatever, why? Don't you want good friends? Don't you want a great relationship? Because if somebody else is giving you their trust and opening up their heart to you, whether it's friendship or romantically, and you're not doing the same, it's never going to work. They're eventually going to walk away. And then you're going to be like, they weren't worth it. No, you didn't try. So my advice to you this week is, like I said, you're going to have a really great opportunity and a new beginning with a friend or a romantic partner. Don't close yourself off to it. This is really, really, really beautiful and really, really great. All right card. We got the Two of Wands. Well, the first word that just popped in my head today is discovery. And I'm getting that this is more about yourself. And, in this card, you've got this guy, and we've had this card before for those of you who watch regularly. And normally the Two of Wands is about making a choice. And either the choice is staying in the present moment because, again, where you're at right now, you're comfortable with. You know what to expect. You know your part. You know everybody else's part. There's no surprises. But when we move forward into the unknown, that's the thing. It's unknown. There's probably going to be problems. Even though the world may be our oyster, this is life. We have good and bad. It's that roller coaster, the highs and the lows. But I think this is really about something you're discovering about yourself. I think you've been doing some shadow work, honestly. And it's opened up your eyes to something where you need to make a decision. Do I want to continue on this path? Or do I need to just say, okay, you know what? This door is closed. And close that door and open up the next one and step through that threshold. But you have to make that decision. I mean, part of life is growing. We have to have growth. If we stayed in the same exact space, and I don't necessarily mean physically, but if we stay in that same space, we never grow as a person. And when we stay in that same exact space, we don't experience new things. And yes, when we travel into the unknown, there is no guarantee that there's not going to be bad. That's the duality of life, my friends. We have to have the good with the bad. Otherwise, we'd never appreciate the good. But we have to learn from the bad. Excuse me. So on this path of self-discovery, are you okay staying exactly where you're at on whatever this is? Or is it time for you to take a step forward and say, you know what? This is behind me now. It's time to move to the next chapter. But only you can make that decision, and only you can have the courage and the strength to do it. Nobody else can do it for you. So what's holding you back? You know, all this shadow work that you've been doing, that's what you need to ask yourself. First of all, why do I want to stay in this space? And what's holding me here? Is it fear? If it's fear, then, you got a little more work to do. Why are you afraid? Whatever it is, I think you need to continue to meditate, because the answer is there. The answer is always there. You always have the answer. You need to meditate and let it come to you. It'll come to you. But like I said, only you can make the decision. You have to be strong. You have to be courageous. All right? All right, everybody. I think for the most part, that wasn't too bad. I'm going to go ahead and get one of the metal bowls, and we're going to do, our Reiki Hug. All right. Got to put the little pad thing down, otherwise it will shake the desk like crazy. All right, so go ahead and get those cell phones on silent, guys. It's only 2 minutes. You can put your cell phones on silent. You don't want to be interrupted. Once you do that, go ahead, start getting nice and comfortable. Close your eyes. Focus on your breathing, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Nice and easy. Starting with your head, working all the way down to your toes. Start checking and scanning your body. Releasing any tension, letting it all go, getting relaxed. Breathing and relaxing. Nice and easy. All right, go ahead, start wiggling your fingers and toes. Take your time getting up. And really quickly, I need to say something. My crystal ball in the background, I'm seeing something in it, so I'm just gonna say it. I don't know who it pertains to, but I see an adult. I'm thinking it's a man, who kind of has like his arms up, or one arm up, like he's scolding a child, and it looks like a child because it's definitely like half the size of the person. So I know a couple of you guys, I talked about some things of, that you needed to look at the root cause of why some things may be going on. And that would be for the left and the right cards. So I don't know we're all scolded as children, but if somebody was like scolded a lot to where they felt like belittled and verbally abused, basically. I'm not seeing physical, that could be, but all I'm seeing in the crystal ball is an adult male being verbally abusive to a child. So if that is something that has happened to you and that's something you're working on, there's nothing wrong with going and seeing a counselor to talk to somebody about that. That's always a great thing to do. But if that's the case, definitely some shadow work needs to be done. And you need to heal from this because you're not that little kid anymore. You're a wonderful person. All right, and that's all I got to say. All right, sorry, I didn't mean for that to take a turn at the end. Because normally, I don't bring the crystal ball into it, but it's like right blatantly there. I could see it so plain as day. So anyway, all right, so don't forget, if you're interested in the Earth Day Root Chakra Healing, make sure you go to yournaturalhealer.com to sign up for that. If you're interested in personal reading or numerology report or birth chart analysis, and there's all kinds of astrology charts and reports that I do as well, distance healing, pet Reiki, all of that good stuff. Anyway, check out my website. There's a lot of stuff there. I'm also started selling crystals, so there are crystals available. I only ship to the USA right now, but there's some great crystals, and they're at a really good price. And you can follow me on Facebook if you're not already at Your Natural Healer. And I will see you for Tuesday's Enlightenment. Wednesday, we have our midweek crystal energy card. That's only like a 5-minute reading. And then on Friday, we'll get our email, in air quotes, our message from our guides to help carry us through the weekend. All right. So with that being said, go live your best lives, but do it the natural way. Namaste.